Now that guy's got an awesome cackle. I need to get one like that. Ha ha ha! See, it's just not as good. This is Strider, an immensely popular side-scrolling action game for the Sega Genesis based on the 1989 arcade game from Capcom. No relation to Aragon from Lord of the Rings. You're a future ninja space assassin guy. Maybe? I don't know, I forget the plot, but your hair is awesome and you're out to kick ass in the year 2048. That's what's important. Strider is just one badass side-scrolling action game, and as I've said numerous times, these side-scrollers aren't really my favorite genre these days, but I played the hell out of this game as a kid. This one, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Revenge of Shinobi are my favorite side-scrollers from back in the day. I may be missing a few, but in any event, I'm definitely not as good as I used to be. Oh yeah, Bionic Commando, that was another one, and Blaster Master. But I used to pause this game and actually draw all of the characters from it because I love the art design that much. Somewhere there's a sketchbook with drawings of all the bad guys in Strider. As this is an arcade game, it's actually quite easy to pick up and play, but as you might expect, difficult to master. How many points do you want to get? How fast do you want to fly through the levels? Compared to some other side-scrollers, it's not even that challenging, although you can adjust the difficulty setting. The coolest thing about Strider is the style. The style is terrific. Retrospectively, looking at the gameplay, it's okay. It certainly doesn't do anything wrong, but it's not like any groundbreaking kind of side-scrolling adventure game. It's just a very good one. And Strider is one of the most memorable early releases on the Sega Genesis. This is 1989 or 1990, somewhere in there. And arguably, Bionic Commando and Mega Man are better games, but Strider's just got something to it. Maybe it's his hair, or the name, Strider. It's just a cool name for a video game.
I guess that's why they used it again in Half-Life 2. Man, those things were hard.
He's kind of like the Bionic Commando in a way. While he can't shoot his arm out and grab things from a distance, he does grab ledges and use his hook thing or whatever that is to climb walls, and it's an important integral part of gameplay as the bionic arm is in Bionic Commando. He also can't change directions in midair after he's jumped. That just ruins the realism of this game. Air battleships? Now that's believable. The inability to change directions after you've already left the ground? That's nonsense. Much of the charm in Strider is due to the audio. Everything from the music to the sound effects is quite unique, and it certainly was back in the day. The music in Strider is so different from what was normal back in the late 80s, early 90s. It seems more like a mid-70s science fiction film. It's very cinematic and almost eerie compared to the 8-bit pop tracks we're more familiar with in games like Super Mario Bros. And I love how the game messes with you at times and flips the gravity. Sometimes you're intentionally playing upside down. And this one end boss in particular is just so memorable. I know I'm suffering from nostalgia-itis while reviewing this one, but that tends to happen around here every now and then. Hey, the good news is, you can try this game out for your Genesis for just a couple bucks these days. There's a lot of them out there, they're not that hard to find. Aw, now that's a shame. Strider got eaten by piranha. I love it. Don't remember this level very well. I do like the Amazon women that throw axes at you, though they're charming. Nice girls. There is a sequel to Strider on the Genesis called Strider 2, although I don't think it's anywhere near as good as this one. And in the years following Strider's release, side-scrollers on the Genesis got bigger, better, smoother. This one definitely suffers from some frame rate and slowdown issues at times. But hey, this is Strider on the Genesis, a very nice game, and certainly one worth revisiting if you played it the first time around, and if you've never played Strider, give it a shot.
Just be careful where you jump, because you might be eaten by piranha, shredded by a giant fan blade, or just happen to float off into space. Strider.